Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, hello, I'm Al. I go by Dapper Chef on Poshmark and eBay. I'm a full-time foodie, part-time reseller, or if you're one of my returning friends, welcome back. So I went to a Salvation Army today after a doctor's appointment. I want to say average COGS today was a little higher than usually. They were about $5.25, give or take. I did get some really great pieces, so let's get started. First up, this was coming out in a new rack right as I was getting ready to leave. All I saw was this little striping and this logo. If you know that logo, you know what this will be. The brand is Roback, RHOBACK. This is a double XL. Nice little hoodie. This was $12.99. So I haven't gone to this location in a while. And last time the prices were cheap. I feel like this time they really jacked up their prices. But a lot of the stuff was on sale. So kind of justified me spending, quote unquote, paying up in a sense. Hence why my COGS were a little higher than they usually are. Next guy. This I'm probably going to keep for myself unless it's desired at all. But it's Keen's Quince, what you want to say, and it's a dupe for the Dagny Dover toiletry pouch, but it's that neoprene material. New with tag, but it does have some branding from the Final Four basketball, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just list it. Otherwise, if I won't list it, I'll probably just keep it. So it's always good to have a little travel bag like this. Sorry, everyone. I'm going to take my labels out as we go. Next piece, $6.99. The only reason I got this was because it was new with tag in a sense. And it was mixed in with some Target stuff. So new with tag. And you might not be able to read the brand fully, but it's made in Greece, which that's a good hint to tell you what brand this might be if you're familiar with it. 100% organic cotton. And the brand is Gudrun Shojin. So Gudrun, SJUDODN, however you want to spell it. They make a lot of their stuff with like organic cotton and linen from what I've seen, based on my experience. When there's one, there's usually two. Again, this was $5.99. Size small. This one's made in India. But this is like tunic. Nice little 3/4 sleeve tunic. This one is 100% linen. Let me know what you guys think in videos for now going forward. Do you want me to see the size as well if people are if you're interested to see kind of what sizing I pick up? Next guy, $4.99. This I got for two things. It was kind of very on trend with like the coquette and the cottagecore still, and the kind of Y2K. It's this thermal with the floral pattern. And if you probably know, you probably can guess what brand it is because of the thermal and the coloring and the style. Size medium, we the free or free people. This I think is the newest tag from them. Next guy. The dresses were really hitting good today at this store. Nice little tank dress, jersey dress, whatever you want to say. It's just a cotton viscose blend. The Dolo Stone dress. And the brand is Barber. I know they're mostly known for like the plaid jackets, but their other stuff still kind of sells for me. So I don't know if this is a newer label because that's the little logo is that little like lighthouse looking thing. Or this is like a sub line of them. But Barber, size 10. $6.99. Size medium. All I saw was this peeking out at me. And if you know what that logo is, you'll know it's Free People Movement. Nice little pink snap funnel neck, kind of cropped boxy sweatshirt. $6.99. These I got because I have finally sold every pair of these I've had, and I never find this as much anymore. The brand is Mousy Vintage. They're these nice kind of like a straight leg frayed distressed pant. Mousy Vintage, Hoa, size 28, cotton blend. I don't know if there's a way to tell their style names or if this is just an older piece. I'm guessing this is the Hoa jean or Hawa. Yeah, made in Japan, which is even better. So, not too bad. So they're made in Japan. Are they salvage? Let's see. Yes. I believe these are salvage if they have that little stitching on the side. So, not too bad for those guys. Let me know if you guys pick up Mousy. Has it been selling for you, or you know it's a slow draw on your jean and denim? Next guy, $8.99. These I'm not sure. I gotta look up to see what they list these as, but it's just like light green or sage green color, short-alls maybe, short-alls, short thingamajig skirt thing, short-all dress maybe, and it's We the Free again, size 4. $6.99. This I got for a couple things. The style is really good. The brand is semi-good. I don't know if it sells like it used to for people, but my buy-sell trades will take this brand and pay me up a decent amount for this if I can't sell it myself. The brand is Sabo. It's an Australian brand. So I think this is the newer label. The older labels will say Sabo skirt. So Sabo, size small. I don't think it's silk, but it feels like it could be like a silk blend. It is, nope, 100% polyester. But still, dresses from this brand, usually in this style, have sold relatively fast and for a decent amount for me from them. Next guy, $3.99. So this was in the sleepwear section. I don't know if someone put it there or to hide it, or a employee thought it was like a sleep dress, because it's not really what I would picture this brand doing. But it's nice. It's floral back, little polka dot on the bottom, little ruche in the front for a little support. Size small, and it's Johnny Was. So not too bad for that guy. I know his more embroidery stuff is better, but I mean, for that price, you can't pass it up. Viscose and bamboo. This guy, $1.99. It's just a quince top. Kind of like a olive tan color. I don't know how to describe the colorway on this, but size small. The only reason I got that was because it's the material. It's 90% silk. It's the washable stretch silk tee in dogwood, size small. So not too bad. $6.99. These I got for a couple things. I know they're wool, so there might be a hard sell to sell right now. 100% wool. I just like the style of these pants or trousers. Give me 1 second to button them. They got that nice fun pleat, oversized, which that's kind of going back in trend. They're kind of like a tan butter yellow color. Not a full wide leg, more like a straight leg, which I noticed I have noticed that my buy-sell trades are starting to say they're starting to take straight leg, boot cut, and even skinny jeans, that they're seeing an intake in those again. But the brand is Escada. which I think this is an older tag from them, but still semi-designer in a sense now. It's got a little clutch, $5.99. The brand is Batkier. I have been selling a lot of like wedding stuff, so that should sell with the right keywords. Next guy, $4.99. This I gotta figure out how it's supposed to go. I think it goes like this and the wrap comes off or something. I don't know if it's missing the trim. It's got a little spot right here, but it's Missoni, but not, don't get confused with the mainline Missoni. This is a subline of Missoni, so it's M Missoni, which is like the now there's like Michael Kors collection and the Michael Kors. This is kind of like the Michael Kors in a sense, but still it's still considered high end. Nice little t-shirt dress, size 8. $8.99. Yeah, some of their dresses were $9, $8, $10. They hit some Lulu's dresses and, you know, like those typical overpriced dresses that were like $15 to $20. They even had Shein and Fashion Nova overpriced to like $25. So that goes to show you gotta look to be look. Next guy, this nice metallic ruched bodycon midi dress maybe, and size small. I don't know if this is a subline or it's just a different label from him, but it's Jonathan Simkai Standard. So Jonathan Simkai, which is a good designer. It's just this like kind of off-shoulder ruche thing. I don't know. I have done decent with Simkai, so if it doesn't sell relatively quickly for me, with it being graduation season and stuff, I might try just consigning that. Next piece, I'm probably just going to keep for myself. This was $4.99. This brand is a good bolo brand, I want to say, because of the materials they use. The brand is We Norwegians. The reason I got this was because of the coloring. The colorway and the material, I believe. That's one of the other reasons why I got this. Yep, it is 50% wool and 50% tencel. So, you can always use like this kind of stuff as like base layer, yachting even. But it's like those kind of polos. $3.99. Sadly, this is not my size. Otherwise, I would be keeping this shirt in a heartbeat. Let's see, what material is it? It feels like a linen or cotton, maybe like a chambray. But I'll give you one hint. This brand gets overlooked a lot, I want to say. The only way to decipher the brand is by this logo. It looks like a piece of coral reef. So, I'll let you take a guess if you know that. Yeah, size 44, 100%. Oh, cotton and linen blend. So 44, and to them it's a medium, but it looks a little bit bigger. So brand is Asaya Napoli. So this is definitely a thing I'll just consign with the Real. I don't feel like listing it, even though I know I could get some money for it. I have had bad luck with them in the past, like selling it myself, so we'll try that. $5.99. This I think is a good brand if I remember correctly. So what made me look it up was it just felt like nice quality. It's a men's button down, of course, and it is a 17 by 43. So when you're listing like button down shirts for men, if you're trying to just do like letter sizing, do this as an XL. So like a 42 or 16.5 by or 42 is like a large, kind of keeping that reference. So it's got the English cuffs or French cuffs. No, these are French cuffs. So Kiton is the brand, Kiton. What made me pick it up though was because it says somewhere on here, made in Japan in limited batches or something. You know, and it's a nice men's basic button down. You can never go wrong with a crisp white button down. Yeah, there you go. Made in Italy with Japanese fabric, 100% cotton. So Catan. I don't know much about the brand, but when I looked it up, comps looks surprisingly good for it. So we shall see how this does for me. Next guy, $1.99. This I got more based on kind of color and style. At first I thought this was a Ted Baker or a Paul Smith because they do a lot of those kind of quirky prints. But what made me did pick it up was because of that, but also it has some interesting details to it. Anyway, there's branding all over. The brand is Mimco, M-I-M-C-O. Just a nice little clutch wallet thingamajig. The quality is actually really good on it. You know, the interior has all the logos throughout. It has like a hidden zip pocket. The zippers have it all branding on here. Based on my quick research, people have this as like a French brand from like the early 2000s, so maybe it's like a Y2K brand. But let me know if you guys have heard of this. And if you have heard of it, have you sold it before? Did it do good for you? Next guy, $12.99. This I got just based on more on style and kind of the brand. So it's this nice cinch bucket tote, black leather bag, crossbody, whatever you want to say. It's in great shape. And it's Madewell, which we know Madewell is kind of now. But with it being leather and a purse, I figured I'd give it a try one time. And it's from 2023, which usually I never find anything that new from them as far as the bags. Yeah, it's 100% cow leather body and 100% cow leather trim. So full leather. That should hopefully do really good. You know, minimalist, essential, basic. Next guys, these are all in the new rack coming out. They're all $4.99. Yep, 100% silk. This I think is a newer label for them. Let me double check to see if they're all silk. So I don't have to keep showing you. Oh, this one is viscose and also made out of 3 different materials. Don't mind me then. Viscose, silk. So, let's do a quick dive. So, the brand is Equipment Fen. I think this is the older label, if I remember correctly. So, this one is viscose, size small or extra small. Then, this one is another older label. So, extra small again. This one is viscose. Got a nice little floral print. And then, this one I believe is the newer label. Let me know if what you guys think. Does this look like the newer label for them? This was extra small too. I think that's kind of like Theory. When Theory changed labels, the smaller, skinnier tag was their old label, and then thicker tag is the new label. And I think it's also like that for Eileen Fisher, which I don't know. I never pick her up. Next 2 pieces I think I'm just going to keep for myself. Just the Backcountry, which I think is a semi-good brand. They're kind of like a REI brand, but it's just a nice little kind of casual workout shirt, undershirt. Bam. Then, next thing I'm keeping probably is just this guy. So $4.99 again. And it's Proof, Proof, which this is this is considered for me a good bolo brand, just because of the quality of their stuff. They do a lot of merino wool, so merino wool blend. They're kind of like Icebreaker, Smart Wool, you know, wool sells. People are always going to buy base layer wool pieces. Alright, bag number 2. I just got 2 things from Plato's Closet. First thing was these guys, $10, but I had I had $25 in credit, so I really didn't pay anything for these. These I got more based on a kind of a cool style. I thought perfect for summer. There's these denim, frayed denim, jeweled little slides. The brand is Mystique, made in Indonesia, size 7. Which I think this brand is now sold at like TJ Maxx, but this is the older label. From what I can see from this label, it's not sold mainline anymore on their site. And then the other thing I got from that store belt was $3.99. All I saw was, where's the logo? Digging through belts, all I saw was this. MD, if you know that, it's Martin Dingman. And it's Italian calfskin, made by hand in America, size 34. Sadly, this is just a little too small for me. But their belts are really good quality. If you ever find this brand, if you find a leather, a croc or an alligator belt from them, pick it up. I have paid upwards of $60 for their belts. And the croc belts usually sell about, give or take, like $150 to $250, depending on your style. So, not too bad. And this, I'm sure this probably get maybe like $50, $60 because of the color and the quality. Alright, back to Salvation Army. These guys were $32, but they were 35% off. They're half off, so what, $17? And they're aloe, which I didn't know that there's a market for aloe shoes as much as I did. They're a men's 10.5, women's 12. Now let me know what you guys think. Based on the sizing, would you put these as a men's or a women's? I'm going to put them as women's because I don't think a man is really going to look for aloe yoga shoes. But don't quote me on it. I think these are like the recovery sneakers. I have seen these at Plato's Closets before. This one Plato's had these marked up to like $120, and they were like thrashed. So, maybe I can always consign with them. Next, guys, these I thought I was going to keep, but until I tried them on, when I got home, I was like, I don't like the tong-style sandals. But I'll still sell them. If you know this logo, they're OFOs, or UFOs. The grown-up Crocs, I always call it. They're men's 10, women's 12. I mean, they're super comfy. It's just, I don't like how I look in that style shoes. Next guy, $6.99. I knew what this was right away because of the label. So it's cotton, and it's a cotton poly blend. So if you see this logo, or why am I saying logo? The label. This is kind of like a semi-newer Lulu label. And then always look down here for the logo. Bam, bam, bam. Where was it? So Lululemon. Size medium large. So I don't know if this is a men's or a woman's. I'm guessing it's a woman's because they had it in the women's section. What do you guys think? Yeah, this is definitely a woman's, I want to say. Because it's a little too tight on me. So like a nice woman's kind of cozy fleece, cloud neck fleece. $14.99. This dress is one of the dresses that kicked off the good section in dresses. So either they had a good lady that donated all her stuff, or it just happened to be a good pull. So size medium, nice little navy shirt dress, and it's tucker neck. Next guy, another dress, $8.99. This I know is not this brand does not sell like it used to for me, but I'm hoping because of the style, this should sell relatively quick. It is this nice like floral dress, and it's Cleobella, size medium, which I forgot where Cleobella is sold at now. Maybe that's why it's not selling like it used to. $6.99. Again, Another pair of denim overalls. These are kind of like a frayed skinny leg, so I don't know if that's going to hurt it, because skinny legs are still not trending, but maybe brand-wise might carry it. This is Free People, size 29. I know I've seen people say that the Free People overalls are doing really good for them. And then last item, just a pair of minimalist barefoot shoes. This is a really good Bolo brand. These usually sell super quick for me. If I price them, obviously everything will sell if you price it to move. But I find if I price these a little bit less than the market says, they usually get picked up fast. But the brand is Xero, Xero, Xero barefoot shoes. These are a woman's 7.5. They're the Prios. These were $8.99. So that is everything I picked up today. The only thing that I wish I could have grabbed, there was a pair of shoes I've been wanting forever from the brand Represent. I know it's not like some crazy designer brand. So I found the single shoe. I spent a good hour up and down every aisle underneath the clothes, see if someone dropped the mate or put it somewhere. Sadly, I did not find it, but they said that they will keep me down if someone finds it. They'll let me know and I can purchase it from them because it was the half off color. I know next week, or what does it say, Mondays is when they change your tags over. So let's hope maybe it just got misplaced and put in like a return pile or something like that. Otherwise, let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite pieces? What would you not picked up? How are your sales? Mine have been good. I really didn't post anything the past couple weeks. I've been just getting ready for visiting my sister and my nephew for Mother's Day. So all you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Hopefully it was great for you. Mine was good. It was nice to be down with my family. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Bye. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.